Now, young fellas, you've been having a lot of fun around here today, haven't you? Camping in the great outdoors, swimming and hiking. And you know what makes this all possible? This forest around us. Same forest that gives us timber for our homes, pure water to drink, wildlife to hunt, and to take pictures of. We should all be thankful for our forests. Now, I'm going to sing a song about someone who lives in the forest all the time and loves it the way we do. First, Pierre, come over here. Yes, but Pierre is going to help me out with my song. Ready, Pierre? And now for my song. It's called Smokey the Bear. With the ranger's hat and shovel and a pair of dungarees, you will find him in the forest always sniffing at the breeze. People stop and pay attention when he tells them to beware, 'cause everybody knows that he's the fire-preventing bear. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing in the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name. You can take a tip from Smokey that there's nothing like a tree, 'cause they're good for kids to climb in and they're beautiful to see. You just have to look around you and you'll find it's not a joke to see what you'd be missing if they all went up in smoke. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing in the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name. If you've ever seen the forest when a fire is running wild, and you love the things within it like a mother loves her child, then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through, remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing in the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name. Well, that's it, young fellas. Smokey the Bear, my friend and yours. But he needs our help, Smokey does. Your help and mine to keep our forest green and growing. So let's always remember and ask Pop and Mom to remember, too, what Smokey said. Remember, only we, you and I, can prevent forest fires. Now let's all sing the song. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing in the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing in the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name.
My friends, depend on me, Smokey B, to voice a plea. Respect the forest, protect our trees. Oh, what am I doing?
Smoke, baby, what's the trouble?
Round, this isn't me.
But Smoke, you're 50. We agreed you'd talk to kids in their language.
I know, but I'll just give it to them straight. Kids, only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey, look, Smoke!
I gotta get back to the forest.
Hi, my name is Brett Denon, and this song is called Smokey Bear Says. People need to realize that nearly 9 out of 10 wildfires are started by humans. Wildfire season is every season. So the first step is awareness, then education, and then people practicing what we preach and becoming stewards of planet Earth. A wildland fire swept through the forest and burned everything in its path, and an injured little bear cub was found in the smoldering ash. The trees were black and the ground was too. The animals left and the birds all flew. But he grew up with something to say, and we need to hear it today. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you can prevent wildfire. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you can prevent wildfires. People build houses and forests too, schools and churches and happy towns. It only takes a spark, you have to be careful. Please be careful. Fire can grow out of control. Remember Smokey. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you can prevent wildfire. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you. Smokey Bear says, only you can prevent wildfire. Anytime somebody hears Smokey Bear, they always go to the image, the finger pointing at you. Only you can prevent wildfires, and that's a little intense. Me and only me can prevent a wildfire, but it's so empowering at the same time. Life is fragile. We live in a precarious system that depends on many things, and if we're careless, it can all go up in flames. Only you can find more wildfire prevention tips at SmokeyBear.com. Oh, I almost forgot. Happy birthday, Smokey. 75.
Once there was a little boy who liked to visit his friends, the trees.
Hello, tree.
Hello, boy.
How's the little fella today?
Now, the little boy had a lot of fun with his friends and learned some very interesting facts about the trees. Their roots hold vital soil in place and prevent erosion. Their leaves replenish the oxygen in the air. Their summer shade preserves the moisture. Their falling leaves enrich and protect the soil, making a better world for all of us. Yes, trees are everybody's friends.
And the little boy had a wonderful time whenever he went to the forest.
But there were other people in the forest too, and some were not very careful. One left a campfire burning. One failed to crush out a cigarette. Now, with the forest burned away, the little boy doesn't recognize his favorite spot. He can hardly recognize his little friends.
The fire was out and the beautiful forest was gone. But that was not the end of the story. One day, the little boy got to wondering about things.
He wondered about the birds and the bees. He wondered about the clouds and the rain. When he wasn't wondering about things, he liked to play in the stream. One day the stream ran brown with mud and overflowed its banks. This set him to wondering where all the mud came from.
I'll tell you,
Said Smokey the Bear.
last summer, a careless camper started a fire that burned up a whole forest. When the rain started, there wasn't a leaf or blade of grass to stop the water. There was a great loss of property and wildlife.
This catastrophe taught the little boy about the destruction that comes after a forest fire, and why it's so important that new trees be grown. Now, it just so happened the little boy had a green thumb. And like anyone with a green thumb, his luck with growing things was amazing. Snapdragons, tulips, radishes, or watermelon. Everyone believed he had some magical power. One day, some people asked the little boy for help. A fire caused by a careless person had destroyed a forest. The people were sure the little boy could grow new trees right away. He hoed, he watered, he sprayed, but nothing happened. There is no magic way of replacing a forest. Trees take time. It's up to all of us to protect and preserve the forests we have. And maybe we can all learn a lesson from Smokey's little friend, who was thankful for his blessings.
He was thankful for his good health. He was thankful for the sparkling stream and all his little friends. He was thankful for the beautiful forest. But there were other people who didn't seem to appreciate the forest. They left campfires burning, and they failed to crush out cigarettes.
That's a good job,
Said Smokey the Bear.
but it takes more than one junior forest ranger when so many people are careless. Be sure you're never responsible for this terrible destruction. So remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
It has been our pleasure to present the preceding story of Smokey and the Little Boy in cooperation with the Advertising Council as a public service.